Hello everybody, I'm so happy to see so many people with us here. More than 400 people in the room. Almost the room will be full in I think few seconds or few minutes. So welcome everybody to the webinar that will show you how to succeed in dropshipping in 2020. What are the best alternatives for Amazon dropshipping, and what are the top 5 suppliers and 4 product finding methods for 2020. This is what we will learn today. I'm so excited. Let's share my screen and let's go. So, let's go. Before we get started, I want to say one important thing here, and this is something that I want to start the webinar with, because if we don't do this, the webinar will not worth anything for you. So, the thing that I want to say is that this webinar is a bit different, as it will break your habits and make you really successful. It will take you to the next level, but you have to open your mind and throw to the trash everything that you heard until now. Okay, please write down in the chat, not in the Q&A section, that you understood this. Everyone who cannot open his mind and will stuck with the old habits, please leave the room and give your spot for other people that really want to succeed. Write down in the chat so I can see that you are with us and that you really got it. Okay, yes, understood, amazing. Okay. So I want to ask you one question, and let's see what do you think about this. Why everybody keeps working with Amazon as their main supplier right now? We see around 90% of the people who still work with Amazon as their dropshipping supplier, and I really tried to understand this. Please write down in the chat, why do you think that this is the solution? Because I really made a deep research about this, and I want to see what do you think about this. By the way, those of you who in our WhatsApp groups, I'm sure that you saw that around 2 weeks ago I made like a poll in the WhatsApp groups and asked you what is the reason. Lots of apps make this automatically because of shipping. It's simple and shipping is great. Fast shipping, shipping reliability, high quality products, courses who sell this, that's true. Okay, customer service, great returns policy, less issues, okay. I'm using Amazon because everyone else isn't, okay. Got you. So let's talk about this. The thing is that Amazon is actually the first thing that I want to say, that this is really a great supplier. I cannot say that Amazon is a bad supplier. I cannot say that I didn't like Amazon in the past or I didn't work with them. This was my main supplier also. I was in the same situation as most of the dropshippers. This wasn't my first supplier because I started from dropshipping from China actually more than 10 years ago. But in the last like maybe 5-6 years, this was my main supplier. But the times changed and the game was changed, and Amazon started to lock accounts. Amazon got a lot of competition. So many dropshippers are working with Amazon. Amazon doesn't like dropshippers and trying to fight them. So we started to search solutions, and this is why I also made this research. The second reason why people are working with Amazon is because most of the dropshipping courses are teaching how to dropship from Amazon. And why does it happen? It happened because most of the dropshipping courses leaders or owners, they are actually dropshippers from the past. They are dropshippers who learned how to work with Amazon, worked with them in the past as most of the people, and then they didn't go forward and didn't improve. So they teach their students how to work with Amazon, and this is why most of the market are still working with dropshipping from Amazon. But that's not means that this is true. The third thing that I saw here is that the habit. The habit is something that's stopping us in so many things in life, and if we don't break our habits, we're still stuck in the same place and in the same point, and we don't go forward and we don't improve. So this is the third thing that keep people with working with Amazon. And the fourth thing, and this is something that I will really focus on this webinar, is lack of knowledge plus few myths that stops people from going forward to other suppliers and stopping them and keeping them with Amazon. Let's talk about what will happen if you stick with us until the end, and what you will learn today in this webinar. After you understood why people are still working with Amazon, you will also know how to go forward. So the first thing is that you will learn what is the required mindset to succeed with any supplier that you will choose. It doesn't really matter with which supplier you work, you should understand this. You will learn the 4 myths that keep people from going forward that I just talked about before. You will learn what are the important things that you need to check when you choose a supplier. You will learn the top 5 dropshipping suppliers for 2020, where and how to start with any of the suppliers, and what are the top 4 product finding methods for any supplier that are risk-free. I saw that people wrote that Amazon has high quality products, so you will know how to find these high quality products also from other suppliers. And in the end of the webinar, we will have a special offer that will take you to the next level, and we will show you how we will help you to go forward and succeed with any supplier that you just want and decide after this webinar. In the end of the webinar will happen something that I'm so excited about. We will have new feature release, or actually it's much more than just a feature and much more than just one feature. So the webinar will be so excited. Remember, this is a war, but we will win. Be prepared. We are starting the webinar right now, and we will be there with you in the war to win any of the suppliers or anyone that will stop us in the way, on our way. So in the webinar, we will talk a lot about Chinese suppliers. Those of you who saw my last video that I just posted yesterday, saw that there are some huge benefits when we work with Chinese suppliers, and eBay really pushed us to work with the Chinese suppliers because, for example, now eBay changed their zip code policy that you should put zip code for any of your products, but for example, for Chinese suppliers, you don't need to do this. Why? Because eBay really wants to promote these suppliers. So the first myth that we should understand is that actually, most of the people say that Chinese suppliers have bad quality products and bad service. Now, the question is, do really all of the suppliers of the Chinese suppliers have low quality products? Do really all of the Chinese suppliers have bad customer service? Let's understand something here. Now, it's a time where the competition is so high that nobody can allow themselves to have low quality products or low service quality. It means that if one of your suppliers will have these things, they will not succeed in the market. For example, if they sell on AliExpress, they will not keep on selling there for a long time. They will have low feedbacks. People will stop buying from them, so it's not true. The second thing is that actually most of the products in the world are coming from China. So how can it happen that people are saying that Chinese suppliers have low quality products? So in this webinar, I will also show you how to find the right products from the Chinese suppliers, because for sure, there are Chinese suppliers with low quality products, same as there are American suppliers with low quality products. It's same. The second myth is that the shipping time is so long, and this is a big issue. People say that if they will have long shipping time, so people will not buy from them and will not give them positive feedback because the product arrived too late. So I want to ask you, and write me down right now in the chat, does everything that you ordered in the internet or bought in the supermarket until now, you really needed it at the same moment? When you go and buy something, do you really need it right now, always? Or maybe sometimes you just prefer a better price? No, yes, I do. Really, everything that you buy is always urgent. It's impossible because it cannot be true. Depends, probably not. No, not everything. No, 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 but it's convinced. Cool. So, eBay promotes. No, okay. Yes, when I order something, I want it now. Okay, but maybe if you get cheaper price, will you still want it now? If you can get it maybe for a much better price, but not 45 days. Chinese suppliers are not shipping in 45 days. And we talk about this soon. So long shipping time is actually not a big issue. And let's see here 5 things that you should remember. The first thing is that not everything needs to be immediate. If I buy, for example, a t-shirt, I don't want this t-shirt to be immediately right now. Maybe if I go to a wedding or something like this, so yes, I want these clothing to come and arrive right now, so I will go and buy it with fast shipping. But this is not all of our things, remember this. Better prices are more important for people than fast delivery, and you can check researches about this in the network. And that's not all. If you will check on eBay, you will see that usually people who sell with lower prices will be promoted higher. Again, there are some other important parameters like the service that you give, and I will talk about this, how to give the best service with Chinese suppliers, and the handling time that you give, and some things like this that we will talk about soon. Also the returns, for example, so we will talk about all of these things. Free shipping is good enough. So one of the most important researches that I read is that people hate to see that they pay for shipping. And what do I mean? If I have a product that costs $10 plus we have $2 of shipping to United States, don't put this $2 as additional cost. Put it inside the price as $12. In this case, people don't care about the shipping. They don't care to pay for the shipping. They know that they pay for the shipping and this is included in the product's price. But when it's included in the product's price, they don't care and they are fine with it. Best customer service always wins. So I talked about this, that people says that they will not get positive feedbacks if they work with Chinese suppliers. So remember, if you give the best customer service, it doesn't matter at all from where you ship the product and how long it took to arrive. Remember this. If you give to your customer the best customer service, you're sending them 3 messages. Thank you for buying for us. Here is your tracking number. And after 30 days or 25 days or maybe 2 weeks, depends on your product, you're sending them, hey, I hope that you got the product. Please leave us a positive feedback. You will get the feedback. It doesn't matter. I made this check. I have over 30 stores right now, part of them with Chinese suppliers, part of them with American suppliers. The amount of feedbacks are almost the same because all what I do is the best customer support. Remember, and this is important in anything in life, if you give the good customer experience, you will, thank you, you will succeed. The last thing that I want to talk here, the amount of customers over the world, worldwide, is much higher than the amount of the customers in the United States. When you work with Chinese suppliers, usually you can, with the very cheap prices, send to worldwide. What you can't do with Amazon. You cannot ship with Amazon for cheap prices to everywhere. But if you work, for example, with AliExpress, you can ship to almost all over the world for super cheap prices. And the shipping is not that terrible as you think. It's usually around 2 weeks. So remember, amount of people over the world, actually people who Amazon doesn't sell them. So most of the Americans maybe go and buy on Amazon. But what about all of the other countries that maybe don't have Amazon or still not most of the people are buying on Amazon? The myth number 3, bulk uploads are impossible with Chinese suppliers, and this is one of my most favorite myths. The thing is that the process is the same. If you know how to work right and you find the right products, the high quality products, you will not have any issue with bulk uploads from Chinese suppliers. It works exactly the same. I see dropshippers who are dropshipping for more than 5-6 years who still say to me things like this. We have customers with over 1 million products from American suppliers, and they still say something like, I cannot do bulk uploads from Chinese suppliers. Maybe it was true in the past when the competition in China wasn't so high and the products really wasn't in high quality. But in these days, right now, it doesn't really matter. And if you work right, it will not be any problem. You can see here 2 examples. Another thing, when you work with dropshipping from, for example, Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, any variation has another title. While when we work with Chinese suppliers, usually all of the variations have the same title. So you can actually work with bulk uploads or variations, which is also amazing. From Chinese suppliers, you have less copyright violations, less VERO problems, which is also amazing. I will talk here about some suppliers that actually have their own product, so it's not a problem at all. And always remember, a good supplier is a good supplier. And what do I mean? If the supplier is good and they provide you good quality products, it doesn't matter at all if they are Chinese, American, Russian, Israeli, it really doesn't matter. If the supplier is good, so they're good. So remember this. You only need to find the right supplier and then you can keep going with them as much as you want. And the last thing that also people wrote here when I asked about why people are still stick with Amazon, the returns are complicated. So this is also one of the biggest myths, because if you work with the suppliers, with the Chinese suppliers, with the right policy, which actually I provided here, you don't have any problems. What you do is the next process. When the customer opens a return label, return request, you ask them why they want to open it, and if it's a damaged product, for sure, if the supplier is good, they will give you the money back. If the product is not damaged, actually, you shouldn't pay for the shipping. And usually people will not ship the product to China because it's too expensive, and they will not do this because it's not worth it. So remember, if you put the policy like this, that the shipping will be paid by buyer. So if the product is not damaged, the buyer will pay it and they just will cancel the return. And remember, if the product is damaged, it's okay to ask from your buyer for a picture of the damaged product. If the product was defected, it's really fine to ask from our client, please provide me a picture of the product. So 7 critical criteria for any dropshipping supplier. Now, I want to go and find a new dropshipping supplier. How do you do this? Let's see. The first thing that I will check is if the supplier has a good customer service and returns policy. What I will do, I will just go to the supplier site, open a chat or send them an email and ask any question. And I will check how they reply to me. Then I will go and ask them what is their returns policy. And if the returns policy is fine for me, I will continue and check the supplier. The supplier should be a trustable brand with a strong name, not a small e-commerce site. There are people who are trying their luck and going and starting to work with small stores in the network. Don't do this. There are enough big suppliers that provides a good customer service, that they're actually a brand. Don't work. Remember, this is one of the most important things. I saw so many stores which burned and actually broken because they tried to work with small e-commerce sites. So it should be a brand which really focus on their business and not a small supplier. The supplier should has at least 10,000 different products from a good and general niche. Remember, the good general niche, it cannot be something very specific because we sell on eBay and we want to sell many different products and not only something very specific. The supplier should have a high quality products. They should have payment methods that are good for you. And what do I mean? If I want to work only with PayPal, so try to search for a supplier that actually provides PayPal. If you want to work with credit card, search for a supplier that can get from you credit card. If you're not American, for example, so there are many suppliers that can get only American credit cards. So be aware about these things. By the way, about the high quality products, I will show you today a supplier that actually has quality checks, actually something that checks the quality of their products inside their warehouses, which is also amazing for us. Easy growth opportunities and easy product finding methods. We will talk about this also in the webinar. By the way, in the end of the webinar, I will show you something amazing that will help you also to find tons of products very, very easily. And the supplier should be dropshipping friendly. The supplier should not lock accounts and they should not cancel your orders. There are so many people who really want to work with you and really want you to dropship from them. Why to go to suppliers who doesn't want you? Remember this. And a bonus, special programs, opportunities. If the supplier has something like Dropship Center or any VIP programs or any discounts for dropshippers, this is even better for us because we know that we can maximize our profits with them. The thing is that AutoDS's team does the hard work for you. Actually, me and some other people who research the things with me and manage the stores with me, we check all of the suppliers in AutoDS. Any added suppliers was first tested by us. For example, over 20% of the suppliers that we added to AutoDS for our staging, for our development environment, we removed them because we saw that they are not really dropshipping friendly and that we could not work with them on our stores. So if something doesn't work for us in our stores, we will not publish it to our customers. As I said, actually I developed and our team developed AutoDS because we did it for our needs. So if something doesn't work well for us, we will not publish it for anyone else. For us, it's really important to save you time and to keep you safe. And the last thing is that we published on our blog, autods.com/blog, full tutorials for any recommended supplier. Maybe we're still missing there, maybe only 2 suppliers, but it will be also added. But we published tons of suppliers. Clayton, our mentor, actually sat and wrote all of these articles, which is really important and interesting for you. So, are you ready? Are you ready to jump into the 5 top suppliers of 2020? Write down in the chat that you're here with us. I'm so excited to start this part of the webinar. Great. Everyone is awake. Cool. So, let's start with the most common one. I know that this is something that everyone here knows, so I just started with the most common one and the most popular one, just to start. So, AliExpress, most of you know this supplier. It's the biggest Chinese supplier. They have over 100 million products. They have free automated orders available in AutoDS. They have a great dispute system available, and I want to focus on this one. So for those of you who are afraid to start and work with Chinese suppliers, AliExpress is a great start. Why? You know, as eBay seller, that if someone is opening a case about you on eBay, you will do your maximum to solve this case with the buyer. Same with AliExpress. You're becoming the buyer and the seller should work with you if you open a case. So first you can communicate with the sellers over the messages, and then if you have any problem with any of the sellers, you should remember that you can always open a dispute in their dispute system, and AliExpress will help you and they will be on your side, especially if the product is damaged. So the process that I showed you before with the returns becomes so easy because you can first give the money back to your customer and then solve the issue on AliExpress, and you can make sure that you will win this issue. So this is something important. Another important thing with AliExpress is that they have multiple languages supported. So for those of you who sell on things like, on places like eBay France or eBay Germany, for example, or eBay Italy, they have different languages, AliExpress. So we can post to these sites using the right language of the people. So if you post to eBay Germany, you can post from AliExpress using the Germany language, which is amazing for us. The second supplier, and actually in the last few weeks, it became so popular. Mahmoud is asking if AliExpress opens stores now in the United States. Yes, they have some warehouses there, but still, I like to work with the Chinese warehouses because it's much cheaper. So Costway became super popular supplier. So many people making their huge profits. And the good thing with Costway is that they actually have their own quality control teams. Costway is going over all of their products in their site and checking the quality of the products. It means that when you work with Costway, you can be sure that the product will arrive in the best quality. This is super important for us. Remember this. This is really good supplier to start for those of you who want to start with a Chinese supplier. For people who ask about PayPal, yes, Costway gets PayPal, Israeli PayPal also for those of you who asked. They have 90 days returns for damaged products. This is actually so amazing for us because we are working with Chinese supplier that has 90 days returns. It means that after the product arrives to the buyer, we still have another 60 days to return the product. This is amazing. And actually, when we put on eBay, under our returns policy, 60 days, we will be promoted much more. So for example, Amazon gives 30 days. Here we'll put 60 days and you can be promoted much more. They have United States and Europe warehouses available. They accept PayPal and credit cards payment methods, which is also cool. One of the most important things here, they provide dropshipping agreement, plus they have the dropshipping center. So some people that I know got MC011 and they provided the agreement from Costway to eBay and actually their account was opened. So amazing and so easy. Costway offers 1% discount for dropshippers because actually they focus on dropshipping and that's all what they do. What Costway does is they actually understood that there is a huge potential with dropshippers and that instead of selling the products by themselves, they can actually work with dropshippers. They have special catalogs with dropshippers. Every holiday they do some discounts for dropshippers that sometimes goes to 20, 30, 50% discount. But except this, they have 1% for all of their products, and around 1.5 weeks ago, something like this, we made a partnership with Costway, and here is the email, which I was really happy to get. And now all of AutoDS users are getting 3% discount instead of 1% discount. So there is another 2% of profits that you can just go and take inside your pockets, which is amazing. And that's not all. Their prices are so low that you can anyway make huge profits. I saw some stores, and actually our stores also, we made over $20, $30, and $40 profits per product from this supplier. Okay, so Banggood. About Banggood, I made one huge webinar a long time ago. And from then, I saw so many people who work with this supplier. And I'm working with this supplier, and the results are so amazing. This supplier is stable for years, and actually one of the best Chinese plus American suppliers because they have warehouses in both. So for those of you who are still afraid to go to China, but want to try to work with Chinese supplier, this is a good start because you can go and actually upload products from Banggood, United States, for example, and have fast shipping inside the United States instead of sending it from China. Banggood has huge amount of products. I see a lot of people who wrote that Costway works great for them. Amazing, I'm so happy. So Banggood has huge amount of products. They accept PayPal plus credit card payment methods. They have amazing dropshipping center which can give you hot products to sell and up to 20% discounts for sales. Now, one thing that I want to say about Banggood. If you want to jump into the water and start to work with Chinese supplier, Banggood is amazing start for you because if you go, usually after our webinars, people are going and starting immediately, actually, all of the dropshipping market, because, for example, right now we have almost 500 people in the room, and people usually, all of these 500 people will go and start working with these suppliers. And that's not all. After the webinar, we will publish it more. So if you go and start, and you will be from the first people who go and jump into this supplier, you can easily go here over the levels of the dropship center and get higher and higher discounts. This way you will get actually unfair advantage over your competitors. Banggood also provides a dropship agreement. You can get it from our support in AutoDS if you are AutoDS member. And if you want a shipping label, actually if you want tracking number for your orders, you can check it during the order and you will get tracking number for your orders, which is really important for this supplier, for eBay in general. And with Banggood, we also have a partnership. With Banggood, any AutoDS user can get VIP level. What you need to do when you register to Banggood's Dropship Center, just write from where you came, write AutoDS, and you will see that you will get immediately the VIP level. If you have any problem with it, send them an email, say, hey, I'm from AutoDS, this is my email on AutoDS, and they will give you this VIP level. China brands. China brands is something different and very, very, very interesting. So in the past, we wanted to integrate a supplier which called GearBest, which is one of the biggest e-commerce sites in China, after AliExpress maybe. And then we saw something interesting. There is a site which called China Brands, which is the B2B, the business-to-business service of GearBest. They actually took the same huge company which has more than 1,000 employees. It's a huge company, huge enterprise, and created the site for dropshippers, for B2B. Banggood has over 1 million dropshipping products. It has VIP levels plus dropshipping agreement available. If you spend over $1,000 on China brands, so you can get the dropshipping agreement from them. This is a really detailed agreement, and it's something that eBay also accepts. So what you need to do, you need to put in your balance on China brands $1,000, and then you can get this agreement. The good thing with them is, as I said, China brands is a supplier which actually built for dropshippers. So they know that you go and uploading their products to sites like eBay and maybe Amazon or Shopify. So what they do, they optimize their descriptions for SEO, for search algorithms like eBay's and Google's. So when you work with China brands, you will be promoted a bit more on the search algorithms because the descriptions are really detailed. They have warehouses in China, United States, UK, France, all of this available, but most of the products are in China, but it's fine. I'm working with them as Chinese supplier and not as American supplier. If you want to try a supplier like Chinese with a lot of products in the United States, so go for Banggood. But with China brands, you can work with China. This is really recommended. For products, if you still work with the United States warehouses, for example, so you can get up to 48 hours delivery time, and the payment methods there are PayPal, Pioneer, and wire transfers. You can load money inside China brands and then work from them directly. Another surprise here, as you saw, I'm full of surprises today, but we only started because in the end of the webinar we will see some really interesting surprises. So with China brands, we also made a partnership, and that's not all. We will also maybe become their official eBay solution. So if you sign up to China brands using this link, you will need to spend only $500 instead of $1,000 in China brands. Plus, you will get the agreement much faster than everyone else. And that's not all. You will also get much better service. So if you're an AutoDS user, use this link. They will check with us that you're really our user, and then you can get much better service and get the agreement much faster. By the way, with China brands, I also know people who open their accounts from MC011. Wayfair US plus UK. So actually Wayfair is a supplier that started as dropshipping by themselves. So actually Wayfair was by itself a dropshipping supplier. Actually they just did dropshipping from other suppliers. And now they became a really famous e-commerce site and a really big site. And dropshipping, actually many dropshippers are working with them. With Wayfair, we have the My Way program, which costs only $30 a year. And let's see what we get for this only $30. We get free shipping for all of the products. Actually, without this program, we will have the free shipping only for products over $48 or $49, something like this. With the program, we will get free shipping for all of the products. We will get exclusive products that nobody else can get in the world. So if you work with them, we pay $30, we can get exclusive products that only we have and only we can work with them. Free one-day shipping for some products. There are some thousands of products with one-day shipping in the United States and UK. United States plus UK warehouses and over 800,000 products. Sometimes they even go over 1 million. About Wayfair, we can also there pay with PayPal and credit cards. We have a lot of information about this supplier also on our blog plus YouTube channel. Home Depot. I will not spend a lot of time and I will not go deeply inside this supplier because around 1.5 months, maybe 2 months, 2 months ago, we had a huge webinar about this supplier. So I will not spend a lot of time about this. You can go to our YouTube channel and check it there. But this is one of the most famous dropshipping suppliers in the United States. They do some problems to dropshippers. For example, if you're international, it's really hard to pay to them. But if you're from the United States, it's easy to pay for them with a credit card. So this is something that you need to know. So, is it interesting for you until now? Is anything here you learned, some suppliers that you are excited to start after this webinar? Let me know, let me feel a little bit about what's going on with you. Write down in the chat so I see that you're with us and that everything is fine. Okay, amazing. So, where and how to start? What I recommend you to do? I know that now you're a bit confused about, oh, so many suppliers and what to do now and things like this. Don't worry, I will make a sort on everything and everything will be really clear for you until the end of the webinar. So you need to choose for now 2-3 suppliers that was interesting for you and start to think about them until the end of the webinar, everything will be really clear for you. Let's jump into the products finding methods. Now, I know that we are jumping between different topics. My idea here is to open you to the big world of different suppliers and to show you how easy it is. So don't worry, we will have Q&A sessions. In the end of the webinar, I will show you also how I will provide you more help after the webinar, so don't worry. The first option is to go to any of the suppliers that we choose, that we just talked about. For example, I will jump into China brands. And let's see. What I can do here is actually something really easy. I can go to any of these categories, new arrival or hot sale, and the difference between them is that new arrival will have a low competition for the products, and hot sale, it's products that actually the machine learning, the smart systems of China brands learn that this is the best products to sell from them. Remember, they're a dropshipping supplier, and this way they give you these products. So if you want to start easily, just go here, sort by orders in the last month or always, depends on you and what you decide. Put here high stocks. You will not have products with low stocks, so at least 10 to unlimited, and Prices. If you start with Chinese suppliers and you're a beginner with these suppliers, start with prices between between $10 to $40. Then click confirm, and you will have the results on this page. I will not do this now because it just will spend us time, but let's see. After I get the results, what I do? I will do something really easy. Remember, China Brands is a supplier with good quality. So if we sorted here by products that have the biggest amount of sales in the last month, mostly all of these products, will have a good quality because a lot of people order them, right? So people will not go and order things without good quality. People check things before they buy them. Then I will open the AutoDS helper. The extension of AutoDS, you can go to Google, write AutoDS helper, and you will find it. Click extract, and I will get all of the products from this page. Then I will go to the next page. I can also choose here 80 results, next page, and that's all. That's how I collect a bulk upload from this amazing supplier. Remember, with China Brands and any other Chinese supplier that I showed you today, you can work with bulk of variation products, which is also much better. It's much better to upload products with variations than work with products. If I, for example, uploading something with colors, think about yourself. You will prefer to go and buy the color that you want and not a very specific color. Same eBay. eBay promotes more things with variations. So when you work with these Chinese suppliers, you can actually list products with variations. From Amazon, it's possible, but so dangerous. It's super dangerous, and we really don't recommend it. So you saw here how you can, for free, find profitable products really easily. The second thing here is by stars and reviews filters. Remember, I'm showing you here just examples from each of the suppliers because I want you to see that it's really working for any of them. It doesn't matter with which supplier you're working. So if I go to Banggood, for example, and I will go here to category. Let's choose any category, it doesn't matter. And then I will choose here the most reviews. You can see here products with, for example, 11,000 reviews, 7,000 reviews. If I go here, I scroll down, let's go even to page 4, for example. By the way, this is a live check. I never checked this category before, just going with you and checking this. You see here, products, I'm on page number 4 and still 700 reviews. If I go more, so if I go with the extension here again, and I do export from any of these pages, you see how easy it is to find so many products to sell. You can see here that the reviews are great, 5 stars, a lot of reviews. So where is the problem to work with these products? No problem at all. It's really easy and really comfortable. With Banggood, you also have the flash deals that you can go, top brands, new arrivals. Open your mind and think about all these things. The flash deals, if you are working with monitor tool, for example, AutoDS, you can go and upload products that are on flash deal. Now in the holidays, we will have a lot of products like this, and now it's the time to do this. There are people who work manually, and they cannot actually work with these products because the price changes are too fast. We scan Banggood every hour, so you will be covered. The next thing is the supplier quality plus top selling. This one is something that I really like, and let's see why. So if I go to AliExpress, 1 second, okay. If I go to AliExpress, and I should download before the extension which is called Ali Tools. By the way, after the webinar, we'll get most of the things here written, so we will get an email with the things. So I go and download Ali Tools, and this is one of the most important Chrome extensions for working from AliExpress. For sure, after AutoDS extension, just kidding. So we have here the seller rating, and what we need to do, we just open this seller's rating, and we can see here that The seller has less than 2% of buyers who dissatisfied with the products. The seller ships quickly. Reliable brands for sale. See how many followers they have and how many positive feedbacks. Now let's back to the question that I asked you in the beginning of the webinar. Does really any Chinese supplier are low quality suppliers? Do you think that this supplier will give you bad customer service or bad products? The answer is no. So all what I need to do, I go over AliExpress. It took to me, by the way, before the webinar, I just did it 5 minutes before we started. It took to me 1 minute to find this supplier. Go over the things, find something that is interesting for you. Check with Ali tools the supplier quality. Then what you can do, you can click on the supplier's name. Click here on top selling or new arrival. New arrival is less competition, top selling or top sellings. And you can extract all of these products and upload them with bulk upload to AutoDS. Super easy. Remember, we checked the supplier. Mostly all of their products will be with high quality. There are no reason for this supplier to sell something with low quality. They built their reputation for so long, so why should they do this? Think about this. The last thing here, and this is the fourth products finding method, is the AutoDS Finder. We care about your time, and this is one of the tools which will save you mostly a lot of time, and this is the biggest time saver here. Again, all of the methods are working. This is why I'm showing you all of the different methods. With AutoDS Finder, you can upload products easily with one click, and you can also create recurring uploads. The AutoDS Finder is a tool of AutoDS that finds high quality products and actually high selling products from different sellers on eBay. Actually, we scan all of eBay sellers, dropshippers every day, and we scan all of the supported sites every day just to find what are the best trends and what are the best products to sell right now. And then we add them to our database and we give them to you. The products are products that actually sold on eBay or similar to these products. We have a smart system that finds similar products to products which sold. So this is the biggest difference between this one to others. With AutoDS Finder, I will answer all of the questions in the end of the webinar. Don't worry, we are almost there. So with the AutoDS Finder, the products are actually products which came from eBay sellers, which proven as sold on eBay, which difference from any of other product finding methods. We saw a difference in 47.63% more sales for Finder users, and you will get the exact amount of products that you want. For example, if I want to list from AutoDS Finder 100 products, I will get exactly 100 products, which is great for eBay because eBay likes consistently. About the recurring uploads and about the questions about the non-API, I will answer all of them right now. About if everyone gets the same products, you will see in a few seconds what I think about this, but actually we have over 1 million products in our database, which means that no, not everyone will get the same product because we scan every day and we get every day new products. So let's choose any category, for example, this category, and put that I want here 100 products from AliExpress to eBay. I will click upload it. In 1 second, I will be moved to the bulk uploader. Here I can configure everything that I want, and I can choose between upload products, schedule upload, or recurring upload. The recurring upload means that every day at the same time, let's say at, I don't know, 1 AM, doesn't matter, I want these 100 products to be uploaded. I click confirm and I can forget about product finding, super easy. Now, about the questions that you ask, I will answer in 1 second because our release today and our launch event is upcoming. We are really close there, and the questions about the non-API, about how it finds products, everything will be answered there. So I'm so excited. I want to ask you, write down in the chat, it's really interesting for me, which 2 suppliers you choose to start and work with them right after the webinar. Write down in the chat right now. I want to see what are the most comments, so I will focus them in the next slides and in the Q&A session. Oh, so, okay, so different. Okay. Guys, write down also why. Why? For example, if you write Banggood why, Costway why. It's really interesting for me. Right here, some of your answers. Okay, so various different answers. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, the general questions, keep until the end. We're really almost there. I will answer all of your questions, and it will be really fun and excited our Q&A session. Okay, so I saw that all of you here wrote at least 1 or 2 suppliers that you really want. I want you, after this webinar, it doesn't matter which time it's for you right now, maybe it's 5 a.m., maybe it doesn't matter, because people here came from all over the world. I see here people from Israel, from Australia, from United States, from so many different time zones, so thank you for this. But I want you, after the webinar, immediately to go and start uploading products immediately to your stores. Why I say this? Because if you start right now, you will get an advantage over the people that will see the webinar after you. A lot of people, thousands of dropshippers will see this webinar later. But if you take an advantage and go to work with these suppliers right now, you know that eBay is one of the, actually the most important thing for them is the sales history. So if you already will get some sales history to your products, people will not be able to compete with you. What policies are recommended? Thank you for the question. In our blog, we have full tutorials about each of these suppliers, so you can go after the webinar and check it there. We wrote there all of the policies, thanks to Clayton, our mentor, who created all of these things. The exciting part is just around the corner. I'm so happy that we almost arrived to this step. I want to ask you about the product finding methods. What do you think about them? Which one would you like to try after the webinar? And what was really excited for you here? Because actually we have 5 minutes until the Q&A section, and then we will go for the Q&A. Okay. Amazing. So I see here tons of different, okay. See that most of you are writing that Finder, some Finder, and some excited to try the Chrome extension. So for all of you, don't use bulk uploads. Muhammad, you're wrong. Maybe you didn't listen to me today, but it's fine. So let's go. I see that most of the people really asked here for the AutoDS Finder, and this is also our main goal, to save you time. So I'm happy that you are with us. So let's see what to do. Actually, I really want to help you to succeed, and I really want you because you came to this webinar and you're the first people who really believed and really wanted to take the first step toward your succeed in 2020. So we came to the release event of the 4 AutoDS Finder game changers that we just created for you for this webinar. In the last 2 weeks, we worked really hard to release all of these things just for the webinar. We made a huge push. Actually 10 of our developers worked on this AutoDS Finder new releases, and I want to show you what we created for you. The first thing is that we added 3 new suppliers for the AutoDS Finder. Nobody still saw this. We just published this version yesterday, and we didn't told about this to anyone. Maybe some of you saw this on the AutoDS Finder, but we didn't show it to anyone, and we didn't publish anything about this because I wanted to give you an advantage to use these things. So we created an AutoDS Finder for Banggood, both United States and China, for Costway, and for China brands, US, where you can upload actually to US from China. The next thing, we created an increasement of the scan speed. Now over 1 million products added to the AutoDS Finder database, and every day we add more and more products that are irrelevant. We just throw them to the trash and adding new products. This is one of the biggest improvements because in the past we had a lower amount of products, and now we have many different. So the speed is much faster now, and we will also see now how it helps you, this speed, to get even better products. So with the new AutoDS Finder and with these 1 million different products, we also released our new AutoDS Finder big data machine learning system. This is the woman who finds the products. So our new big data and machine learning system is learning these 1 million products that we always add, finding the best products from all of these products, and firstly we'll get the best sellers, and only then the other people will get the other products. So those of you who will start immediately with these suppliers will get much better results because you will firstly get the best products to sell. I'm so excited to show you this system right now. Actually, we worked a lot. And for those of you who asked, non-API AutoDS Finder beta is here. We just released our non-API AutoDS Finder. So many people asked for this version, and so many people waited for this system. So it works as beta here, but it works great. It just beta because it just released. So we always call new things as beta. But as all of you know, any AutoDS client knows that we really solve things super fast. Our support is always there to help you. So for those of you who ask what is non-API, I will not go here deeply into this, but it's a way of working that part of the people decide to work in this method. So before, the AutoDS Finder wasn't available for this type of users, and now it's available. The holiday season is here. And as I told you, today I'm going crazy because we worked so hard about these AutoDS Finder releases, and I want to help you to get these results, which are similar to other users who used similar features of Finder. For example, this is some of the AliExpress stores and some of my stores which used in the testing of the AutoDS Finder for these suppliers. So I want to help you, and I want really, as you came today, to be with you. 1 second. Okay. I want to help you, and I want to be with you over your success, and everything that you go and trying now, I want to go and help you more. So our hour passed, actually exactly 1 hour of the webinar. And I want to ask you 3 questions. Please answer in the chat, and then we will go and start the Q&A section, and we will see how I can help you to succeed with the AutoDS Finder and everything that we talked about today. Did you find at least one supplier that you would like to try today? Did you understand why there are many myths out there and how to work right? Do you think that by using the strategies that we talked today and the AutoDS Finder, you will be able to succeed in 2020? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Yes, Banggood, yes, yes, all capital, yes, Costway, yes, 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 sure. I'm so happy that you're so active with us today, people. I think that you really listened to me and went and brought a lot of coffee when I said. It's amazing. So, absolutely amazing. So let's do it together. It's the lunchtime, and now it's the time to see how we can go and how we can help you to use the AutoDS Finder in the best way and to work with all of these suppliers that we just showed in the best way. And then after this session, we will jump into the Q&A. Stay with us, it will be super interesting. So we created for you discounts for this lunch event. As I told to all of you who asked, people asked me if it's worth it to come live or if there will be a recording. So just because you came here, we created 3 packages for you. The first one is 10,000 AutoDS Finder credits for $60 instead of $115, which is 48% off. We created a second package, which is 20,000 Finder credits for No, it's not per month. The credits are for unlimited time. It's for lifetime, and you can use them whenever you want. For $10 and $110 instead of $220. The third package is 30,000 Finder for 130 instead of 315. And that's not all. For the second and third packages, as I promised you, by the way, the packages are limited. As I promised you, I want to help you much more. I don't want you just to go and buy Finder and then you will have troubles and you will not know how to work right with it. So the first thing is that this is the bonus for people who buy the second or third packages. You will get one lesson with our most professional mentor, Clayton, which wrote all of the articles in our AutoDS blog about the suppliers, the 5 latest articles. He's AutoDS mentor with over 100,000 products, over 7 stores, and he has over 100 successful students in AutoDS. And he's the writer of the supplier's guide, as I said. The value of his lesson, actually, if you go directly to Clayton, ask him how much is your lesson, this is what he will tell you. And we are just working with him. Clayton started to work with us for full time in AutoDS just to help as many people as possible, because we saw that people are really struggling and Clayton was full. After our latest webinar of Home Depot, there wasn't any places for his lessons. You will get 4 more Q&A sessions for the next 2 months, every 2 weeks, 1 session with Clayton, or maybe I will replace him, but with one of us, and which will help you and answer all of your questions over the way. All of us know that the beginnings are never easy, but this is a marathon. And we want to run for the long term, and this is why we want to help you for the next 2 months. We're getting access to the WhatsApp group of Clayton's professional students, which are with him for over half a year and really got a lot of knowledge. This is $200 value. You will get a special master class with me on the 2nd December, where we will dive into the right returns process from China much deeply than what we did in this webinar, because in this webinar we did so many things and we didn't have time. We will dive into the product finding methods, the proper way for bulk uploads, so we will do it in the safe way, and we will have the live suppliers Q&A. The total bonuses until now is $700. You will get 1 month for new users for the TrackerBot. TrackerBot is a tool which will help you to get tracking number updates automatically for Costway, Wayfair, and AliExpress. So those of you who want updates for these suppliers, by the way, for AliExpress, you can also do it for free with AutoDS. You will get 1 month for this, and you will join the suppliers WhatsApp group. So we created a suppliers master group just for people who will take this offer. It's really limited. As you know, WhatsApp groups are limited by amount of people. So it doesn't matter if I will want or will not want. Actually, I can't just push there 500 people, for example. So the first people who will take the offer will join this group, where both me and Clayton will answer your questions and help you over your way. So let's summarize and then start the Q&A section. And let's see. We have here 3 different packages: the beginner, the advanced, and the expert. Both of these packages, advanced and expert, will give you all of the bonuses that I just showed you, but the expert will also give you 50% discount for your next AutoDS Finder credits purchase, plus the discount here is much higher in percentage. Go to autods.com right now /AMZ_ELD alternatives and offer and take one of these packages. It's limited for the first 100 people from this webinar and only until the end of the Q&A session. Now, let's start the Q&A session that we so waited for. By the way, I forgot to say, all of the bonuses will be sent to you right after the webinar. Immediately when you take these packages, you will get all of these things together. So don't worry about this. For new AutoDS users, people who are still not users in AutoDS, what you need to do, in the same page, if I go to this page, here you have the trial or $1 trial. You can join and try any of our trials. 1 second. Okay, so we can join here and try any of our trials up to 10,000 listings for 1 week for only $1, and then you can just take any of these packages and get an advantage over all of these things. So we just got into the Q&A session of this webinar. Let's go write any of your questions into the Q&A section of Zoom. Don't write it on the chat, write it in the Q&A section. Okay, so, okay, people start to write in the Q&A section so I will see all of your questions. Can you post the link? Sure. I already see that tons of people are buying. Okay, so, okay, I just sent a link on the chat. Go to this link or to this link or to this. 1 second. Remember, if you start faster, you will get higher advantage over all of your competitors. How to add China brands account on AutoDS? Just go and start listing products from China brands. And don't use Amazon as a supplier. That's great. This is exactly what is the webinar about. I don't want you to use Amazon. I want you to go forward for other suppliers. Bought it, looking forward to learning. Welcome, Vinny. I'm sure that you already got the email, so you can go there and schedule your first call with a first lesson with Clayton. By the way, people are recommended to schedule the calls as soon as possible so you can get the maximum out of it and then join our Q&A sessions with Clayton and with me for the Suppliers Masterclass. How can I remove negative balance of my AutoDS Finder credits? Alex, it means that you uploaded too many products like over your balance, but if you take this package right now, tell to the support that I asked you to give you the exact amount and forget you the minus of the credits. And if you have any problem, just let me know as the support to contact me and I will help you. So if you take any of these packages, don't worry, I will remove your negative balance. Again, my main purpose of this is to help you to succeed. I want as many people as possible to move out of Amazon and succeed, because if you succeed, we will succeed. I don't want you to continue and stuck with Amazon and have this all headache when you work with Amazon. Can you get tax exempt with Wayfair? Yes, you can, as with any other supplier. Okay, I see here questions about the zip code. First of all, people, I a bit missed you, so hey. So there is a question about the zip code. I posted a video on our YouTube channel. You can go right now, autods.com/autods_YouTube, or just go to YouTube and write AutoDS. Our latest video is about the new location of item, about the new policy of item location. And under the video, I put the full zip code of Costway. So for those of you who go and start working with Costway, put the zip code of Costway inside your eBay listings and you will be covered. Even if this is the United States warehouses of Costway, they have one main warehouse, which is great for us. Can we edit the listings goes before? Yes, if you work with the AutoDS Finder, let me show you. If I go to AutoDS Finder, I choose here, then I click Upload Products. Wait, let's do not Amazon. So let's go to any of our new suppliers, which I just showed you before. Let's say that I go with, 1 second. Let's say that I go with China brands, doesn't matter. And I take here 11 products and I click Upload it. In the bottom, we have the schedule upload. And what does it mean? I can put it anywhere in the calendar. By the way, if you're using the non-API, you can also edit it before the upload. Click anywhere, click, choose, and then the listings will appear there in this cube of the calendar. You can go and edit any of your listings before the upload. So even if you're working with the AutoDS Finder for non-API or API, you can go and edit the listings before they will be uploaded to eBay. What's the $1 trial for? The $1 trial is for any of our packages that offer there. It's 100 listings, 400, and I don't remember the others, but it's up to 10,000 listings packages that you can try for our trial of 1 week for only $1. How will this information help me with my Shopify dropshipping? It's exactly the same. Actually, you saw here very interesting suppliers that you can work with them and be safe, actually. How does eBay approach the suppliers? I didn't understand, but as I said before, with Costway and China brands, I know more than one case when they opened accounts from MC011 when people use these suppliers. Okay, let's see which more questions we have here. Again, this is the offer for those of you who keep asking me on the chat. Let me make a fast brief over the offer. It's one lesson with Clayton, which is one of our most professional mentors. It's a WhatsApp group of his students, 4 Q&A sessions over the next 2 months, every 2 weeks. It's another masterclass with me where we will go much deeper into the things. Today, I cannot make the webinar for 3 hours, even if I really want, because you would go sleep. So this way, we just made a fast brief over the things, and on the masterclass, we will make much deeper things. We will go much deeply into the things. 3 months for TrackerBot for new users, and suppliers WhatsApp group where me and Clayton will answer your questions. You'll get all of these bonuses directly to your email after you take these packages. Again, if you're not AutoDS users, just join the $1 trial and then take the offer. Just go back to the page and take it there. I will share the link again, and you can go. Help me rejoin AutoDS. My email is Kader, just open new account and we will solve it after the webinar, because I don't want you to miss the offer. So it's better for you to open our account, purchase the offer, and after this we will help you. Okay. People, please write your questions on the Q&A section, not on the chat. With non-API solution, will it work with all of these suppliers? For sure. All of the suppliers are supported for the non-API version also. Do you really think after a deep research that API is really a problem, or it's only a myth? Actually, I cannot really answer this question because everyone works in different methods and it really depends on how you work. How I get the 3% off in Costway? Okay, so for all of the discounts that I just told today, what you need to do, right? AutoDS. Then here you will see some of the videos that I posted. For example, Costway, one second, official partnership Costway AutoDS. Here under this video, you will have the link for the 3% discount, and official partnership between China brands and AutoDS. Here you will have the same link for China brands. For Banggood, just ask our support. Okay, let's continue. What about optimization when we work with bulk uploads? What I do, I first uploading products. When something is working good for me, only then I go and optimize the listing. I don't want to spend my time on things that still didn't prove themselves. So if I have product that's just uploaded, I will not go and edit the listing. I will do this only after the listing was sold. You can go to titlebuilder.com and improve your keywords from this site, but do this only after the listing was proved as working. What is the typically profit percent that you accept to achieve? Actually, with Chinese suppliers, it's much higher. You can go 15, 20%, it's really easy, but I recommend always to start with low and increase it. So if you go to AutoDS, go to monitors, orders monitor, you can here use this feature which will increase the price after you get some sales. So always, I recommend you start with a really low percentage, for example, even 5% profit, and give the system to increase the price for you as the sales are coming. As I said, I recommend you to start as soon as possible with these suppliers, because when you start with them fast, you can get much higher sales results, much higher sales history, and then you can start increase the price step by step and make much more profit per sale. But remember, start fast, start immediately after this webinar. Okay, I see here someone who asked about Banggood that he had some problems with them because the returns are difficult. So look, it's not a shame, it's not a problem to go and ask anything that Banggood asks you as the buyer. If Banggood asks you for a video, go and ask the buyer. If the Banggood asks you for pictures, go and ask the buyer. It's not a problem. He said that the product is damaged. You cannot just believe them. It's fine to ask for a proof, and it's fine to ask for proof, and it's fine to ask for pictures for the products, for proofs. What AutoDS Finder is used for? Is it alternative for other product finding methods? Yes. AutoDS Finder is a tool which works actually for over 2 years in AutoDS, and we always improve it. It comes to save you time. It comes to give you the best products, because we want you to spend time on your store, on your business. We want you to go and give the best customer support, as I said. We want you to go and spend more time with your family. We don't want you to sit and searching for products the whole day. So this is why the AutoDS Finder is made for. After I suspended from a 25K products store, I'm starting from the bottom. What do you advise me to work? I advise you to choose one of these suppliers, go safe, go on visit feels comfortable for you, and start and build a store again. This is part of our business. This way, I always recommend you to work in more than one eBay store. 1 second. I just got a message from the team that we have only 10 last spots for Clayton's schedule. So those of you who still didn't take the offer, I really recommend you to do this. Clayton had amazing results. By the way, I can show you some. If I go here, mentorship program, you can see here in the bottom results of Clayton's students, which made amazing and crazy results actually. Let's see some. You can see here some messages that I got. So Clayton is really amazing mentor. I really recommend you to take this opportunity right now. Again, previous webinars, people waited 2 months for Clayton's schedule, for Clayton's lessons. You can ask him, I can give you these people to check with them. And actually it was really sad for me to see, because people took the offer and it took them time to get it. Now Clayton just opened all of his calendar for you, so you can schedule the lessons as soon as possible, so you can even make it before our next masterclass with me. So be aware and take the opportunity right now. Okay, what about APIs? eBay has. What about Amazon? So again, people still working with Amazon, and it's fine, it's possible, but it will not stay for a long time. If they don't like you, why you still trying to work with them and fight them when you can go to much easier suppliers who really want to work with you? Does Home Depot offers dropshipping agreement? No. Do you depend on bulk uploads only? I work only with bulk uploads. I never did any other method. Actually in my source, I even don't have one product which uploaded manually. All of the products are bulk. Will I be able to use the Finder for all of my stores in single AutoDS account? Yes, the credits are shared between all of your eBay stores. So if you have one AutoDS account, you can use with the Finder for many different accounts. If you have one AutoDS account, sorry, and you have multiple eBay stores there, so you can share the Finder between them. Most of AliExpress products have a lot of variations, sometimes 200. So it's not must to work with the products with a lot of variations, and you can also with the manual uploads, upload only 8 variations per upload. So it's not a problem. You can also schedule it and then remove variations before it uploaded to AutoDS. Lior, what's the zip code of China brands? China brands has different warehouses, but if you work with their Chinese warehouses, you don't really need zip code because eBay doesn't request zip code for Chinese suppliers. Do people use eBay with AutoDS? Yes, more than 4,000 sellers. Sorry, I didn't hear before. Clayton is mentor of which suppliers? Clayton will help you with any of these suppliers. So if you take any of these packages, you can get with Clayton a lesson. You just choose a supplier and Clayton will help you. Clayton is the guy who wrote all of these articles. Let me show you. So we have these articles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 articles, no, 6 articles. The latest 6 articles Clayton wrote, and he's really professional and knows any of these suppliers. So it doesn't matter which of them you choose to work, he will help you with it. Lior, what do you think about Walmart as a provider? I see that you didn't mention it. How is this Walmart? Walmart is same as Amazon. They have many different warehouses and you can't know from where they will send the product. So the zip code is not something very specific. This way it's hard with eBay's new policy. And actually they also sometimes canceling orders. It depends on how you work. You need to know how to work with them. I talked today about suppliers which are really friendly, not for professionals, and everyone can start and work with them. By the way, for Walmart, Home Depot, we also have the AutoDS Finder, but we released the new suppliers to help you to move forward to dropshipping friendly suppliers. I haven't gotten my email to order. Please send it. I already have AutoDS. Please just write to our support and they will send it to you. Yes, Luri, it's fine. If you're a beginner, you can take the expert package here because you will get all of these benefits here. By the way, the discount for the 30,000 is the highest here, so it's worth it. Where can I get the eBay policy for the new suppliers? So if you go to our blog and you go to any of our suppliers, let's say Costway, first of all, this is how the agreement will see. You see, they are actually writes that this is for eBay. They have here, we show here the dropshipping center, but again, for AutoDS users, you have 3% discount instead of this regular discounts. And for the policy, you have it in the articles. So for any of the, for any of the suppliers, you can have here the policy. Just go to our blog and you can check there any of the policies. You can, the articles are really detailed and you can learn from there a lot. Are we gonna have a reply? Yes, you will have the reply, but as I said, Next time, try to get to the live session. People, was it interesting for you, this webinar? Is it useful for you, these things that we do, these webinars, these Q&A sessions? Write down in the chat so I can understand it, if it's worth it. If not, so I will not do it again. But actually, I see tons of people who came today, so I hope that it's fine. And still a lot of people with us live, so it's amazing. So yes, you will get a reply, but it's important. Next time, come to the live event. I just signed up for the package 2. Will I get emails regarding the bonuses? Yes, it may be delayed because a lot of people took the package now, so maybe the emails will be a bit delayed, but you will get all of them. Don't worry. I will personally go after this webinar and check. And if you didn't get anything, I will send it again. Don't worry. You can also contact us on the support, and we will provide you anything. Do AutoDS have China brands template that explains the shipping? Yes, we have templates for China, so you can use them when you work with Chinese suppliers. I'm already a member. It's fine. Actually, the packages are for members. Can we get better instructions for the non-API version of AutoDS? I can do another live event about this. It's not a problem. We see here a question about if we need to pay VAT for Chinese suppliers in UK. You still need to open a UK, VAT, how to say it? Anyway, still need to open VAT in UK, but for Chinese suppliers, you don't need to pay it because it's shipping from outside of the United Kingdom. On the advanced offer, how many be listed and monitored? It's not about monitored, it's about products that we give you. So up to 30,000 Finder credits, it means up to 30,000 products that you can upload from the, let me show you how it works. It's up to 30,000 different products from the first category, or if you divide it by 4, this is for the 4th category, which is the best category. Now, all of them are good. And as I said, we improved the algorithms and we have now a big data and machine learning systems. But if you want to use this category, so it will cost you 4 credits, I personally recommend it to you because it's still super cheap. Think about this. If you take 30,000, how much is the package? If we divide, this is how much will cost you each product, which is super cheap. And even if you take the 4th category of 4, so 4 credits per product, this is what will cost you each product. We never had prices like this for this package. This is really crazy prices, and we just do this for the launch event because we want you to succeed and we want to help you to move to other suppliers. Product location should be of a supplier. Please guide me. For Chinese suppliers, it's not a problem. For American, it's a big problem. If you want American, like United States warehouses, you can work with Costway that has one main warehouse, which you can get their zip code from our YouTube channel, and we will add it also to the articles, and then you can list from them. How to deal with AliExpress late delivery issue? Just put the right handling time and the right policy and you will be fine. It's not a problem. I recommend you always to work with ePacket. If the supplier has ePacket, use ePacket. This is the best shipping from China, so it's really recommended. Says I can, but it says contact support. Contact the support, right? That Lior told you that you can contact them because you tried to buy during the webinar and it didn't give you. By the way, maybe just the offer finished. Maybe we got all of the places to Clayton's lessons, and maybe this why it doesn't give you to buy the offer. I'm not sure. But contact the support and they will help you. To get today's offer, do I need to register the trial first? Yes. Click here, try our $1 trial, and then go again to this page and purchase the offer if it's still available. If not, we will refund you this $1. But again, AutoDS is the best platform right now for eBay, so I'm sure that you will be happy with it. Can I work with the non-API with bulk? Yes, we support bulk uploads for the non-API. Product location should be of a supplier, yes. Home Depot. For Banggood, Costway, AliExpress, you can usually choose gift receipt. So the buyer will not get the package of the supplier. Is the $1 trial is then just, the $1 is for 1 week, and the prices here are for the amount of credits. The credits are lifetime. Is there a different Chrome extension for non-API than AutoDS Helper? Yes, there are two different extensions, one for the non-API and one for the AutoDS Helper. People who wrote questions, I'm coming to your questions, like now I'm answering the questions from 15 minutes ago because we have a lot of questions. So don't worry, I will get into your questions. I don't care, I drink a lot of coffee today, you can see here. So I can stay with you as much as you want for this Q&A session. I think I missed my answer because of internet of, can I list more than 50 products today? For sure, it's not a problem, just list high quality products. You can, even with the AutoDS Finder, you can schedule to list these 50 products every day or 100 products every day. It's not a problem at all. How to deal with all AliExpress returns? I will talk about this really deeply in the masterclass that we will have on the 2nd of December for those of you who take this package. Someone asked about variation problems with titles. Actually, when you work with Chinese suppliers, let me show you actually the difference. It will be much easier. If I go to AliExpress, and then I go, let's write t-shirt. My dream come true, thank you. I don't know what, let's take something. Okay. The interesting thing with AliExpress and usually most of the Chinese suppliers is that if I change the variation, you see the title is general. You don't have any problem to upload variation products from Chinese suppliers. As you can see, the title is exactly the same. But if I go to Amazon, for example, and I write here t-shirt, let's see what happens. If I will change the variations here, 1 second. Okay, this is a bad example. Let me choose another one. Anyway, you can see that if I change here the size or anything here, the title is refreshing. So it means that sometimes for Amazon, for any t-shirt, we will have different title. For any variation, we will have different title. And this is very dangerous to work with suppliers like Amazon and suppliers that have this issue with bulk uploads. While when we work with AliExpress, you can see that when I change the variations, nothing is refreshing. The description is the same and the title is always the same. So this is why I said that it's dangerous to work with American suppliers, and I mean the biggest, like Home Depot, Walmart, and Amazon with variations, uploads, bulk uploads, while with the Chinese suppliers, it's not a problem. I have been trying to purchase for past few minutes and asked me to create account, but after creating it, it won't let me log in and purchase. Please write down to our support and they will help you. If we still have available spots, it's not a problem. Don't worry, we will see that you tried to make the transaction. And even if the spots was finished, I will help you personally with it. Is there a problem to open China Brands account with Israeli IP? No, it's not a problem at all. Is our mentorship program recommended for beginners? Our mentor knows everything about dropshipping. He's a really professional. So even if you're a beginner, you can go to our YouTube page, YouTube videos, right? AutoDS on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. And you will have there over 250 videos that I created, and part of them our team, about dropshipping. So it's a really good place to start. Also, if you take one of these packages, you will get by the email a course for beginners for free of one of the most professional eBay sellers, Paul Lipsky. We will share his course with you by email. So if you take one of these two packages, you will get this also by email, and it will help you to start dropshipping. What about insurance in China brands? Yes, it's easy to deal with them. They have a great customer support. For beginner, will the 2K monthly unlimited not clear, Mahmoud, sorry. Can I make bulk with non-API? Yes. Guys, we jump into the last questions now, like the newest, and if it's still relevant for you, anything that you want, just ask again. So maybe I missed it, because I want to answer the relevant questions. What about worldwide brands? I tried them and we had a bad experience with them, and this way we stopped working with them. Okay, that's a great question. How do we avoid angry customers who order for Christmas and may not get a product when we are dropshipping from AliExpress? The answer here is easy. Go to your listing, edit the template, and in the top of the template, add a line. The product may arrive after the Christmas. Okay, it will help you a lot. Now it's too early to do this because we still have a bit time, but in around 1-2 weeks, you should do this. Okay, Alexander, I see your questions. What you should do is, first, you can work with the categories where the products don't have a lot of variations. The second thing is that you can schedule the products and then delete part of the variations if you want. And actually, this is the two recommended things. The third option actually that you can do, if you want to save place in AutoDS and not list too many variations, you can list the product without variations. And then when the product is sold, you can go and start add variations manually. Are you working to make variations work with Walmart and Home Depot? It works. It's not a problem. You can work with variations. Technically, it works. AutoDS works with variations from any of the suppliers, but it's not recommended. Like, you can do this if you know how to do it smart and you have time to go over the titles and edit them and make sure that you not confusing your buyers and not misleading your buyers with the titles. So sure, go and upload variations. It's not a problem. Does AutoDS fulfill orders automatically? We fulfill orders automatically for AliExpress. For other suppliers, we will fulfill really soon. So if you start working with them, you will get a message from us when we are ready to get you for the auto ordering for any of these other suppliers. How can I end 1,000 listings from Amazon on my store properly? So this is a great question. What I would do instead in your situation, I would go get 1,000 products. It can be using the AutoDS Finder or any other method. In one day, immediately remove all of the 1,000 products and upload another 1,000 products from the other supplier. I know that there is a myth that it will help your store to remove so many products. Actually, it's true, but if you remove this amount of products and you re-upload the same amount of products at the same day, you will not have any issues. How many products is better to upload for you if you have 100 products listing limits? You can go with 10 per day, And then when you reach 100 products, call eBay. Hey, eBay, listen, I have a lot of new products to list. Christmas is now, I want to list products from, doesn't matter, just tell them something like this, and you will get an increasement of limits. For sure, you can also ask your mentor, and he will help you and answer you how to do it right. How do I know if my account was flagged? Try to run promoted listings and you will see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, it means that your account was flagged. I purchased the advanced package and the support told me I could not schedule with my mentor unless I will. Okay. Don't worry, it's not just a misunderstanding. Everyone who bought the second or the third package will be able to schedule with the mentor. You will have there a bot, a Facebook bot, which schedules with you a lesson with the mentor. Under the package size, choose over 2000. So the system will give you to choose the mentor. So if you started the process, just start it again, and under the listings package, choose over 2000, choose around 2500, for example, and then we will check, see that you actually took the package from this page, and we will help you to schedule the lesson. So don't worry, it's just a misunderstanding. What to do with the Chinese holidays? Last year, all February month was holidays in all China. You just need to increase the handling time, firstly, and then to decrease it step by step. If not a problem, you'll still get orders, but you will fulfill them when the Chinese suppliers are back. We will release a message about any of the suppliers when they go to holidays, because we have a direct communication with them. I have on my Skype the leaders of the Dropshipping Center of China brands, Banggood and Costway, so I will release information about this. Can I get bulk items that are e-packet with the Autodesk Chrome extension? You can do this, but you need to do this directly from the supplier. There are extensions that can help you to find e-packet only products, so use them. Shauli, it depends when you try it, because now we added a lot of new products to Autodesk Finder, so it should upload the accurate amount of products that you asked. Remember that there are suppliers that it doesn't matter what we will do, they don't have a lot of products or hot products, for example, Costway. So we have from Costway the best products, and we always update it when the Costway has new products. But if they don't have a lot of products, we cannot provide you 100,000 products from Costway if Costway has only 10,000 listings. I hope that it's clear. I purchased expert package. I have, okay, I answered this. Does Costway offers 2-day shipping? If not, what's the average shipping time for most of the products? Up to 5 days shipping inside the United States. Cannot add my eBay account. It asking about enter your 6-digit security code. I do have 2-step verification on my phone, but it's asking about, not clear, sorry. Now I want to share something amazing with you. We had 500 people in the room, which was full, and now we are almost 2 hours in the webinar. There are people who came half hour before we started, and now we have 250 people still with us here live. So excited about this and so happy to see you here with us. By the way, we have last 12 minutes for our offer, so take it right now. Now it's the time. Let me check with our support what's going on about our spots. One second and I'm back to you. You can keep writing your questions and I will be with you in 1 second. Okay, cool. Let's continue. How to set up the ship? If you sell inside the United States and you work with United States big suppliers, I cannot help you with it right now. But if you work with Costway, I can give you their zip code. That's all, or work with Chinese suppliers. Where is the training again on the AutoDS Finder? I saw it before, but since I had non-API at the time, I didn't pay attention to it. So don't worry, on the 2nd of December, I will help you with the AutoDS Finder, and Clayton will help you on the lessons with him. Does AutoDS fulfill orders automatically from the suppliers only from AliExpress right now? I bought the export package, congratulations, welcome. I want to use other payment method than what is in my AutoDS. It is wanting to charge my PayPal account when I try to purchase the beginner offer. How do I use credit card? Okay, go to settings, then change payment method. There you can change to credit card, just add your credit card there, and then you can purchase the AutoDS Finder using your credit card. So just first change, then go back to this page and purchase it again. People who ask me general questions about AutoDS, write down in our support and they will help you with it. Final credit and auto order credit are the same. No, it's not the same, but auto ordering for AliExpress is free, so it's not a problem. Mostly for our other suppliers, it also will be free in the future. On average, how many sales per 1,000 listings? It depends on the supplier, depends on how you work, it depends on the method you work, API or non-API. It's a very complicated question. It's hard for me to answer this. I can tell you that usually for 10,000 listing stores, people are getting around $2,000 to $3,000 in profits, and usually it's around, let's say more than between $1,000 to $2,000 profits per store, per eBay store. Thanks for the webinar. You're doing a great job. Had a lot of fun. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you like this webinar. See you on the next webinars that I'm sure that we will make. After all of these people who came today, I'm really happy that we made this, and I'm really happy that I can and I get the opportunity to help to so many people. How auto ordering work with AliExpress? Does it process orders one by one or bundle them? Because it wouldn't be good to place dozens of orders with credit card. Okay, that's a good question, Alexander. When you work with credit card and AliExpress, I recommend you to open more than one AliExpress account with multiple credit cards. Why? It's not a problem to do many orders with credit cards, but in some case, in some steps, the bank will contact you and say, hey, what are you doing? Same about AliExpress. AliExpress will tell you, hey, what are you doing? Please provide us documents from the bank that shows that this credit card is yours. This way, I always recommend you open more than one account. So when you get the block from AliExpress, you can continue and work with other credit cards. You will have this process one time and maybe after a period of time again. But everyone gets this, and this is part of the scale, and you shouldn't be worried from this. In AutoDS, we process the orders one by one using the credit card, but again, it's not a problem. So basically advice to get Anchor store for 350 and upload 10,000 listings to the store, even if it will be step by step. Let's say 50, yes, exactly. Go 100 products a day up to 150, and you can even more, depends on your store. Start to list, get to 10,000 listings with Anchor store. This is the optimal situation for any eBay store, and this is the best because you save money on eBay fees, you save money on AutoDS fees because it's cheaper in both of them. You get much more traffic, and actually, again, this is the most this is the best situation for any eBay store. By the way, using the AutoDS export, a package that we created today, it's super easy to get to this. We have last 6 minutes for the offer. If we still have spots for Clayton's group, so now is the time, but 1 second, checking with our team. Okay, yeah, so we have last 5 minutes for the offer. You can see here the timer. I really want to help you over the process. We have, again, let me repeat the offer one last time, and then we will continue some more questions and we will close this webinar. So we have this amount of percent for each package of discount, 48 for the first one, 50 for the second, and 58 for the third one. One lesson with mentor, with Clayton in the mentorship program, 4 Q&A sessions with Clayton in the next 2 months, 1 every 2 weeks, and access to the WhatsApp group of the professionals of Clayton students, which are with him for over half a year. And I know that a lot of them here with us today. Hey, I'm so happy to see you also here with us. You're really professionals. Special suppliers masterclass with me, where we will dive into the things really deeply, how to do the right returns process, how to find the best products and how to optimize it in the best way, how to do the best ways for bulk uploads and live suppliers Q&A, tracker bot 1 free month for new users, and suppliers WhatsApp group where both Clayton and I will answer all of your questions in this group. This is really special, really unique, and will really give you a huge boost toward your success. Okay. What is the maximum amount of products that it's recommended to list per day on a brand new eBay account without any sales or feedbacks? I would go for between 20 to 50 a day for new accounts, and then you can start and increase it. Alexander, I know that you're a professional, so for your bigger accounts, you can go much bigger. For the new, start slowly. It depends on your limits. Usually what I would do, take your limits, divide it by 10, and then list this amount every day. After you get the limit, call eBay and continue. And remember that you always remove bad selling products, so it's starting to be fine after a few months. Thank you, and what about? Also, I cannot find my scheduled listings in Finder. If you go to the okay, 1 second. GC, are you working with a non-API or API version? I want to remind you the new suppliers for the AutoDS Finder. So we have the Banggood, Home Depot from the previous webinar, Costway, China brands, and AliExpress also available for a long time. So let's take 25 products. And then maybe you don't see here the schedule button because you're working with the non-API. For non-API, you have the save product, which is actually scheduling it to your calendar directly. Thank you, Lior. I have really enjoyed the webinar. I'm so thankful for all of the information that you have provided. Thank you too for coming today. It was really important for me to help as many people as possible. Sorry, I got the webinar. I'm so sorry. So not clear, sorry. Two last minutes for the offer. After this, the offer will be closed. I hope that we can help as many people as possible and that most of you took the offer. If you have any problems with schedule, tell to our support and we will try to help you as soon as possible and on the best way. So, 2 last minutes for the offer plus for the Q&A session. Thank you for the discounts, thank you. I need a reply if possible. You will get a reply after the webinar. We will send it as soon as possible. Yes, the offer stays until it ends. We will check after this what we do for people that didn't come today, but for now, this is the offer. I cannot promise that we will extend it. It depends on Clayton's schedule and depends on how many people took it. I purchased the beginner package and I want to change it to advanced package. Not a problem, Bessie. Just take now the advanced package, contact our support, and we will refund you the beginner package price. I even will, I am typing you now the answer on the Q&A section, so you can screenshot it and send it to the support. I approve. So I wrote you that I approve to refund the beginner package after you took the advanced, so don't worry. I'm working with API. If you work with API, so you should see the schedule listing here. Let's change to API store. And you can see here the schedule and create recurring uploads. So for 10,000 listings that would cost you $400. Yes, the profit will be between 2,000 to 3,000 after the, after all of the expenses of AutoDS plus eBay, it will be between $1,000 and $2,000. The offer expired. Thank you everyone for coming today. It was amazing, amazing, amazing session. I'm so excited and so waiting for the next events with you. And really, thanks everyone who took the first step toward their success in 2020. I'm so happy that you came today. I was so happy and so enjoyed with you today. Have a good day, night, morning, and everyone in their time zone. Bye-bye. Have a great day. By the way, all of the things will be sent to you by email. To those of you who took the offer, it will be sent to you by email, and to others, the recording will be sent. Bye-bye.